Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 4th of January 2023. So Biden bear market enters year two. Gold hits 6-month high. And US stocks ultimately sold off to start the new year, albeit closed off the lows. Yeah, they just tanked from the open after a bit of a rally. New year starts off with the stock slide and dollar drive. Economic news for today, well, there's quite a bit, and the reason I'm showing the low impact news items is because if we go back to yesterday, you will see that German preliminary CPI month on month was downgraded to a low impact news item and came out, according to the news, at the lowest since 2015. Let me just grab that for you. There you can see German CPI plunges most since 2015, but, I mean, there is a but, of course. But, and that's the reason why the German DAX moved strongly to the upside during yesterday. So economic news today, it's a bit of a pain when you've got to look through so many, but I think the main ones are the jolts and manufacturing. And, of course, it's Wednesday, so we've got the FOMC meeting minutes. No rate changes for this one, and no press conference either. It's just the minutes are being released there. Okay, let's move on and have a look at the markets for yesterday. We'll kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow, you can see that we've got a big bar for yesterday, everybody back. The market moved higher initially and then was sold into, then came off the lows. Overnight, the market's trying to stay above the 50 and the 5-bar moving average there, but it's got the 20-bar in the way and also the resistance at 38%. In the 30-minute chart, we moved up initially and then sold into, as you can see there, then the 200 MA becoming a resistance line and the market then moving down before putting in a retracement and making its way back, and at the moment we're sitting at the DP. So good recovery there overnight for the Dow yesterday evening as well. In the German DAX, looking stronger, the market maintaining its highs yesterday, probably something to do with that preliminary CPI. You only need a bit of an excuse. Move the market up. We're 50 through the 50%. I've got resistance at 62, where the market traded to yesterday. 14,303 was the number, and we came to 295, I think it was. And overnight, the market higher there. 30-minute chart, so you can see that news got released and the market exploded to the upside. Didn't stop for a good 200 points plus there. Let's just have a check. 1, 2, and it was about 350 points by the time, if you take into account the overnight as well. So a good 300-point move before the market stopped. Came down 100 plus, then bounced back to the R3 where the market found resistance, and then traded sideways and then eventually moved up in the evening with the Dow. 5-minute chart, you'll see the move yesterday. We were sideways, we were sitting on the DP, and then we just exploded to the upside. Just one red bar in the 5-minute chart as the market maintained that momentum above the 5-bar moving average. We then saw the market retrace, and once it had done this, become oversold. Oversold, it then became overbought and then oversold again as the market moved back. Again overbought and then oversold and then overbought, and it was a good trading session, which I'll show you the results now. So on Tuesday, 39432, profit factor 24.57, just the one day so far this week because the markets were closed on Monday, and that's an 80-20 there. So yeah, if we can have a few more days like this, that would be great. In the S&P, similar to the Dow, stuck in that sideways range. The market selling off its high 10 minutes or 5 minutes after it opened, as can be seen there. Up in the morning with the DAX sitting on the DP, managed to bounce off this initially, and then got to the R2, and then the selling came in, and also Monday's high market down there, and at the moment sitting at around the DP. So the two extremes in all of these are the high and the low, and they're the ones to watch depending on which direction the market breaks, of course. In the FTSE 100, the market moving quite nicely there, looking very strong compared to the rest actually, because that's already back to its high to the left there, and looking like it wants to move up on the overnight as well. In the 30-minute chart, you can see this moving up strongly. Didn't go back towards the highs, but nonetheless has maintained that support. It's above the DP, the only stock market that I'm looking at the moment. So again, showing that strength. Watch the high in this if we get any move to the upside. In the currencies, the yen down but coming off the lows yesterday, trading down towards that 78% retracement, but not quite. But you can see they're trading down to the psychological level in the yen at 155.50 is this area. Oversold before the market then moves back to the upside. Overnight, the market sitting on the DP for this one at this time. In the pound, down a bit yesterday. The dollar up, which we'll look at in just a moment, breaking down a bit below the 200 MA now, so it needs to get back above this in order to move higher. The 30-minute chart selling off from the open as the dollar piled on the points, but then there was a change of opinion and the market trading back up to the 200 MA, the black line there, and the low of Monday before it was moved lower. But overnight the market just sideways to higher 50-point range, sitting at the DP there. And in the dollar, yesterday moving up sharply, overnight though down. We can see that we've got a bit of a retracement going on here, sideways for the last couple of days in the dollar index there. In the metals, silver trying to move higher yesterday but was slammed down below the 24.50, which I will show you now. You can see we got there and we came in and had a second look at it but failed to hold. Then we get the London fix, smashed the price down and stuck at the DP at the moment. Got some resistance there as well. As long as it stays above yesterday's low, we could see the market move to the upside. Gold a lot stronger, didn't come off the highs yesterday too much, and overnight continuing to move higher compared to silver, which has not really got going yet. So gold moving higher overnight, heading towards yesterday's high, which you can see to the left there, way above the DP. Gold seems to be becoming more favourable as we go into 2024, which is no surprise really. As the war continues, the cost of living crisis, inflation isn't going to go away in a rush, so no surprise there, seeing this moving to the upside. So there we go, there's a quick roundup of yesterday, and let's see what happens today. There's no major news until really 3 p.m, but of course they'll move the market accordingly as they deem fit. So yeah, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.